every guy doing their thing right now, you got it. And when it comes to watch it, we got you. Your own daughter got a shrink collection. So what's your best self and your best hair?
Yeah. So you know what I love she's like coaching, she's doing everything. It's cool. I mean that. Oh, and this for you. I was supposed to personalize it. Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell her. I'll tell you after. Oh, okay. I'll give you on camera. So I think that they're going to No, I did. That was one thing I said. You drink rum, right? I'll drink water, girl. That's just some rum. To be like algae. That's I think because it keeps me okay. You know? Pour you a drink, girl. Come on. Right up there. I'm ready to go. Like, what are you going to put it on with? I'm like, I'm not. Oh yeah, boy. I look okay? You're so much cuter on the way here. I started getting like anxiety and sweaty. No, you're now it's like alarming and shit. Should I do step number one or let it down? You know what Buffon is? Oh, you know, like the mafia girls from back in the day with the big tools. Oh, yeah. So should I do what I had? Or should I? I'll leave it down, and then when I get tired, I'll put it. Alright. You want to do Oh, these little orange sneakers are adorable. Yeah. I don't even know, girl. So, like, they're cute though. I remember when I sold it my shit. I only got because my mother and my grandmother went and had me for Christmas. They're cute though. They're worth it. I'm so grateful for that because I wanted them sensitive. And I like the colors a lot. Gum here. Is that gonna ski you? No. You sure? A little bit, I know. Alright. Hey, you all! Pay attention to pour me a drink. What's going on? Hi. Hello. Guess who I got here with me today? Miss Prima. Hey. What's going on? It's been a minute, girl. It's been so long. Oh, for real. God, it's been so long. I know. This year gotten off so rock, but you being here today on the show, supporting me and my independence, this made it all better. I'm all about it. Good. Thank you. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Oh, sending out those vibes. Yeah. Yes. It's about positivity, you know? It definitely for the most part, don't get me wrong, because you can get caught up in that bullshit. Like, I'm so positive. Like, at least I was when I was like, no, I fucking right. We have my days like that. Definitely positive, be up and have, and I'm like, but F that. Girl. Over it. Take a cheers to F. Yes. F Pour me a drink. Oh, man.
I just want to say, first of all, I am so proud of you.
Thank you.
Like, I know you were on a platform previously.
Yes.
And then you branched out to your own independence, and that, can I curse?
Yeah, go ahead.
That's, I don't know if the kids are listening, but yeah, that's hard.
Everybody knows
hard.
No, it is.
It's hard. It's hard to good because, like, yeah, you can manage yourself and do things on your own. People don't realize what that entails.
No, yeah.
And work too.
Right.
You have a career.
It took actually. It wasn't hard. It was hard to leave because I love back when my mom was on Reef Radio, and I love doing it there. But something that said this is time to go independent and to go from here alone. You know what I'm saying? And I'm happy with my decision. Honestly, I feel like I have great support out there. You, other people that still want to come on the show, do reviews and everything. So I'm happy with that decision. You know, I really do miss Reflex Radio so much because I love it there.
Shout out to Reflex Radio.
The whole fact, that. And I've been asking you to come show since I was started on Reflex Radio because you are a phenomenal rapper, phenomenal woman, mother, caregiver, everything, and I love that energy that you just have out there. You always support everybody, and I want to support you with.
Thank you. And well, you know, each one's each one. real, and I'm not trying. Okay, I'll take it. I'll take it. 2020, no.
Facts.
But no, for real, like, I mean, I'm learning to, like, balance my life better. And
right.
It's weird, like, my fan base is transitioning, my friends, my family is transitioning, like,
right.
Everything, because I don't want to just give anymore. You get what I'm saying? Like, I will support. I'll always support. I give love.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But I am about, like, what I see in somebody. Like, my homegirl, Farah, shout out to MJ Noir.
Shout out to you, bro. You always doing everything for us, support us too. You're a big supporter of both of us. I'm not going to lie, like the flyers and stuff. I done posted a few flyers that she had made for us for tonight. She's a great ambassador. I love it. I love it. Shout out to you, Farah. Definitely call into the show. The number screen. Definitely call in if you got some questions. Don't.
Yeah, shout out to big shout out to Farah. She doesn't just support us. She supports
she
love.
Hello.
Yeah, so I'm just like, oh, whoa, like, put me to shame. I'm like, I'm working so hard. She was like, yeah, well, I did 17, blah, 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 and this, that, and the third. On my way to Walgreens today. And I'm like, what? But I was gonna say, she said something to me that resonated with me recently, and she said, she falls in love with people.
Yeah. She
falls in love with people.
She had a good soul in her head. If you are a good person, you could tell. She could tell people they could be colors on people. They could see how they aura. And she's one of those princesses, and that makes soul in love, I feel like.
Yeah.
Like that she has a reading people.
Yeah. I felt that when I said that, because, like, I so, like, I'm compelled. I just feel like part of my mission in life I have the capability to connect with people in a weird way, if that makes sense. You know, yeah. I know we all can, but I kind of understand how to, like, allow people to be people. So, like, I don't try to. I've been through it a lot.
Right.
We all have. So I don't try to prey on downfall unless I really like you're trying to hurt people. You know. But if you up here,
right,
I'll give you a chance to like talk about it, or I could be like, oh, but so doing that, like, you know what I mean, and connect with them on that level, and then switch it up. So, like, yo, so did you ever think about, like, really good speaker? Did you ever think about, like, going, you know, like, I know how to, like, get people to engage. So part of why I do music, and I think I fall in love with people. Like, I'm constantly, like, I'm always there, people looking for the good. Because I feel like the world is a mess space.
You can still see the best in people, you know, those who can grab.
We need nurturers. We need more.
Especially with all the stuff that's going on in here and everything.
Yeah. So on a better note, I just had to say like, you know, I went through like a very I've always been spiritual, I guess, but like I kind of like found my spirit, like, you know, a decade ago, and thought I was somewhere where I wasn't.
Right.
And I was giving my energy to, where I see what they're about and this and that, but it's cool. Like I don't blah blah blah. You know, I don't care. Like it doesn't matter. You know, for like people just on some whatever, and I'm trying to work hard, and they're just like blah 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 blah, and I'm like, well, it's a good time anyways. And now, you know, fast forward, older, mid 30s, and kids, no time for bullshit.
Right.
Not that I didn't before. It's just like, you know, I see people differently, and I still respect those same people the same. And when I want to give them their time, I just don't have time for it. You know, so I want to help everyone, but I pick choose.
You have to pick and choose nowadays because you don't extend yourself to somebody. It's like you can bring the horse water, but you can't make them drink.
Oh, girl.
So you have to pick choose who extend that to, because you don't want somebody that you want to bring to the table and they're not going to drink.
Mm-hmm.
So it's always good to pick and choose. I think people may be mad at you or whatever, but you don't want people wasting your time.
Yeah, that's my issue. I'm just like, I was so
It's
not
2022.
about connotation for a while. It wasn't even that I was like worried about what other people think. It was just like I just strong all the time, you know what I mean? And I'm like, oh, like I could count on me, or this will make me stronger. Like I use it in a selfish way. I'm like, oh, whatever, you know, I find resilience in it. And truthfully, that's what I think. But then at the end of the day, yeah, I feel in the moment I'll learn a lesson. But I'm depleted later. You know? So I'm learning how to still in that lesson.
Right.
Without depleting myself. You know?
And it's hard because I actually learned that lesson myself, to be honest. And it's and you know,
I'll take one. Oh man.
But you're absolutely right. Real quick, share on the live.
I was just gonna do that to be rude. So I would like to start my live. Anyone who's listening right now,
Yeah, they can.
Okay. Anyone who's listening, I like to hear me. It's like, is anyone? Follow me on Instagram at PREMA77, and if y'all want to check us out, can I see footage of us right now?
Yeah, the
Okay,
kids,
so,
yeah.
Okay.
What's up? See,
Well, she's on it. She's on it. Okay. Oh, you're on YouTube. That's right.
YouTube
Hello.
and Facebook.
Okay, I'm an elegant master. I'm not a hot mess, but like, I look that already. Get my live on. All right.
So I got a couple questions for you as a mother artist, and you already know I have story time. I actually want to call in with the story time clip. Please make sure to like. Not my drum. Please make sure to like, share. That's really like Captain Morgan.
Yeah.
I do. I love Captain Morgan. I never had a problem with it.
I used to drink cream soda in high school.
Yeah, that's just so dope.
Not a lot of people had that.
I had
like,
it before.
like,
That's only because that cream soda was the only thing I had in my finger.
I don't know why. Like, I don't know where I came up with it. I was like, no, you gotta do it with cream soda. And that was like a whole two summers for me.
Lately I've been drinking this drink called two. It's a cognac. It's a cheap version of cognac, of Hennessy, but it's really good.
Okay.
It's really good. It goes down really smooth.
Nice.
Definitely. So right into it, getting into music and music career. How did it even start out for you? Like when, how even start out that you wanted to be a music artist?
Definitely I knew like a child because it's a weird story because I was always creative, but I was an athlete, and my parents like definitely were advocates for education. Mm-hmm. So it wasn't like, oh yeah, you like art. And I was in a band, right. and you know, I drew and loved my art classes and stuff, and they wouldn't encourage my art too much. So I knew I had something because I always like as a child I used to listen to music and like break down, write poetry like young, you know, 10 years old, rewrite lyrics and stuff.
That's dope.
And I had my older brother who was like a few years older than me. It was like the 90s era, like early, so you know, hip hop came into play big time. Mm-hmm. Sure. And it was heavy, and mom was always at work, so that's what he did. He blasted, you know, hip hop all day, every day, and I just listened to the words and you know, try to make it down. And I was writing, you know, I would write. I love to write. Always, I would journal, you know, write, create. Yeah. And then I didn't even realize, like, so young as a student, that I was writing. Like I was writing music. It didn't happen until late, like, fast forward into my teenage years. And
what do you got doing?
No, right? Honestly, I was on soccer. I was a star player.
Get out.
I went Jersey.
Oh,
so
okay.
I call myself a girl baby. My family's from here. My father, my parents, my mom moved to Jersey. My dad stayed out here.
Oh,
so I bounced back and forth my whole life. But my mom did like the whole, you know, Jersey suburbs, everything, like soccer mom, and everything I do soccer. And I did really good at it. And then my dad, whatever.
My dad was like, whatever.
Yeah. You're not a Jersey girl, like come back, come move with me, like.
Right.
So I did the back and forth things, so it created duality. You know, my parents were polar opposites. My dad was like cheap. Loved candy, everything. My mom, no candy nurse, like, you know. So I had a lot of duality.
That's usually typical for those parents. The mom is soccer mom, and dad is like eat whatever.
True that. Yeah. They just did it together. Right. So it was like a complete separation. Because I would come here and then hang out in like the schoolyard, and then I would go home, and then it would be like she lived in a nice place. You know, right. It was like nice. No people had nice bars and stuff. Right. And I was like, what the hell's going on? You know, like, I mean, I got it, but whatever. It just, you know, it made wonder a lot about the way the world works and some stuff. And I moved out young, 16. So I was always focused on soccer up until like 17. I quit. Everybody started putting a lot of pressure on me. Like, oh, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna go to the Olympics, this and that.
Did you feel that could have been for you?
Yeah, I was already in the process of doing all that. Like,
scouts and all.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I just didn't. I wanted to live, you know. I was a party girl too. Mm-hmm. My mom let me enjoy myself.
If you could take yourself back to that time, what would you tell yourself?
I would say, be smart and wise and do everything 50-50. In the Olympics and no party.
Right. I'm with you on that. I need a little bit of both my life. I'm sorry. Scouts going, and I'm a party later. Mm-hmm. So go ahead.
So I moved out around 16, and I wound up in the city. I did a little bouncing around and stuff, and I wound up in the city. Wound up, you know, just saying. I like to party, you know, I felt like right. The wrongs and stuff. And I went from such a drastic lifestyle of structure and school and soccer and everything to, you know, not like abruptly, but living on your own and your own decisions at that age. It's like, right. Okay, I could do this, be me, and then all of a sudden, you know, I was like, wait, who am I? So I somehow managed to get my GED, and at this point I'm studying music. Like, I'm still writing and everything, but like, I don't even know myself yet. Now I'm trying to find a place to live. Like, I'm feeling where I literally, you know, I don't get too in the story.
Is it like, do you feel like a lot of things at the time, a lot of, everybody was part of statistics? Because at one point, I was doing good too, and then separation, this and that, and everything, and then all of a sudden I'm looking for a stable piece. You know, like a lot of people in that era, late 90s, early 2000s, went through that.
Yeah.
And let's get everybody out of that statistic.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think there was like there's enough mentorship. I don't know now what like how like patient in the school are, but I remember like feeling so disconnected. My teacher, places. I was in Jersey. I was in school Jersey down here. I never had like bond. You know, I was like the girl that like, always felt weird.
Right.
So sometimes the adult mentors need to approach that person. You know, you can't expect a child to stay with us. So I have some people that had I have my soccer coach. God bless him. You know, he was like a father to me. He believes in me, and he used to tell me I don't want to. I can't means that I don't want to. So like there's a lot of things that he did. Like he had to talk to me, but I was with him on a daily basis. But otherwise, I wish we had more mentorship, more programs, more available like places for children to go.
Instead of hanging out right in the streets.
Stuff with like the activity centers and like
due to COVID, they're not like they
well, it's
really
not due to COVID. Because even still, like it's like YMCA, but like it's still like we're
so YMCA so expensive and so hard to get into.
Exactly.
And they get like I understand what you're saying. People are making it harder for us to do more things that we're supposed to be doing for us, especially not even just like I said, not even due to COVID, just to for money. I feel like main thing is for money, but everything is a business.
Yeah, but it leaves the child at home, developing on their own.
Yeah, do.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like it's not good. So that's why I feel like I want to get to New York. It's like I'm work to live here.
Right.
I want to live to work. I don't want to work to live. I don't want my kids to be like, I'm these issues at work.
Right.
I want my kids to feel like I'm available for them
whenever you need.
No. Even though it's true, you get what I'm saying. And I feel like it's supposed to be like that.
Sometimes my son be like, Mom, I want you to go to work.
Right?
Like, you work all the time. We gotta live.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. That's crazy because I was just talking to a few people about it too. Like, I'm ready to be out of here. I'm ready to be out of New York and start fresh somewhere else. And
I'm ready to be out of the country.
I was just saying, like, how's England or something? I need somewhere where they speak English though. How's England or whatever? Where I go to Ireland. I would think that too. I don't care. I'll travel. I'll get off this old rock. Staten Island rock, United States rock. But not Russia. I'm gonna go do some shit right in Russia. I ain't going there though. Not right now. Oh boy. No. So, a couple of topics.
Wait, I just really for you and the viewers, I want to recap on how I got into it because it's an entree.
Yes.
It was later.
Yes.
I'm gonna sum it up in a nutshell. So like I was head focused on athletics. Everything that would think this girl is not a rapper. Suburbs, soccer, like whatever.
Was it a band? Don't say it was.
We had an Astro. I don't even know what kind of car that is. I just know that the Astro van, it was brown with beige stripes.
Oh, I know that van! I definitely know that van.
Oh, no.
That's a throwback van.
Every that was the video.
I definitely would have never said that you like a rapper. She's the what? Get out of there.
Things and buns and the socks and everything. And like, like me, I'm like a decade young. I'm the youngest of 3 siblings. And I'm almost a decade younger than them. So they were in their teens. I was a baby.
Right.
So everything they were doing, I was like, what is,
right.
So like our parents were black, so it's a party, they did their thing, So I would just be like, what are you doing over there? So I fell into things young, at young, and then whatever happened related. I always loved music. I always loved art. I played the trumpet growing up. I played songs as a child, and then I also played soccer.
You still still play the trumpet and the piano?
Piano, not really. Like I don't know. I feel like Yankudo. My mom is really good. I was the only one who didn't have lessons with that mom. Everybody else is no. You got to teach yourself. So I did a little bit though. But the trumpet, I need to practice. I actually just put one in my Amazon goals.
Right.
So I'm gonna get one soon and start picking up the instruments again. But then the rapping came. You know, I was on my own. I was jumping around 16 to like 24. I would do a lot. Trying to move over my head and figure it out. Not that I had to. I'm not playing a victim. I have two amazing
parents.
parents.
That you sat here and said, because most of the time people were victim. You knew what was going on.
My parents were wonderful, yo. Both of them. A little bit, I want to say SHITTY. Just sounds cuter for the youth. But no, all in all, like my father, rest in peace, he passed away from cancer. Like, and then my mom, like, she's a G. Like,
cancer is stupid. I hate cancer.
For real. So, yeah. But I didn't get along with them. You know,
right.
So I felt very alone. And I felt bad.
What about your siblings?
I did, but they were like hypocrites, you know? It was like, do as I say, not as I do. So I did not, I wasn't rocking with that. I was, you can't, like,
you sound like my siblings, because I'm the oldest of my two sisters, and, from my mother's side, and they say the same thing. They say the same thing about what you say about them.
Yeah.
And like a couple people would have to my attention, like, but I don't want to not do it. I want them as I do. And listen to me. I was on both. Bring your ass here and sit down. And pay attention.
I got that.
I want them to do big time. I don't want them to just not, you know. So they feel that way, but I'm the total, like I want you to do what I'm doing. You see, I got a career, I'm building, I got this, I got that, I got home, I got this, I got podcast, TikTok, everything. Follow my suit.
Yeah.
They're not doing it.
Yeah.
And then they mad because I don't want to you. Now bring your ass here right now. So you found out the pen, everything.
Yeah.
Was it? You think it was being selfish? I want you to admit the truth.
I
A lot of
fucking
is so denied. You are right the money, the truth, and not really.
Am I? Because sometimes I'm like, bitch. She go. Shut it up. Who's talking right now? I'm really good sometimes. I'm like really, like I'm like, oh, you're looking at me. I'm like, and I'm like, shut up. You just called out of your appointment this day. Like you're so responsible. No, I'm human, you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. I'm aware, but just because I'm aware, I'm at the thing where like when you go through a thing, you're like, well, I commit my flaw. You think like, I'm woke.
Right. No? I swear I'll be woke. I really don't.
And it got into in the face and you're like,
no. No.
He's like, go to sleep. So, yeah. So my father got sick, and me and my dad were really close. We had the same birthday. So, oh, yeah, I'm good. We're both brothers, and him and I didn't get along like I think I might. And then we started to bond a lot later in the year. Like lived home and shit.
Right.
He would allow me to be me. He was an addict, and then he went through a lot, and he was recovering and all this. So he understood instead of being like, no, you can't do this, can't do that. He'd be like, I can't tell you to do. Come home, just come sit, you know. So he was cool, and me and him developed a bond and a big friendship up until he had cancer, and then he also was sick with hepatitis for a long time, but it wasn't. And then the cancer came, and then when that hit, it didn't process right away.
Right.
Because they're already in the midst of, you know, I was like 20, 23, 24 when I found that out. And then as I saw him, like things changing and stuff, it started to really, like, hit me. And And then I started thinking in my life, I'm like, oh, my dad worked so hard to get off drugs. And then now he has to rely on drugs to stay alive.
Ain't that about a bitch?
You know, and I was like, wow. And then that's when I realized
I'm
selfish. I said,
okay.
wow, girl, you're out here just living life like that. And your father's busted ass, you know? And now look. And I really thought, like, that should have been me. I said, God, you should have took my life. You should have let him live with my family. You know? And I said to myself, like, I just felt like God made me realize, like, it could have been you, but I took your dad instead.
Right.
You know? And I started rapping.
And it,
I was heavy in hip hop. I missed a lot of points. I wrote graffiti. I used to go out to clubs. I was into like dancing. I'm not a like rocker or whatever.
Great.
I do my little rock and stuff. I like house music.
I love you some house music too. I'm over there.
Yeah.
But I'm not dancing. I know. And well, I'm not breaking.
I would get in the circle. I would do things. You know,
right.
I
can see it.
You know, so and that's how it started. Like, you know, going out, like feeling good, like center of the circle stuff, and then it's you know, to ref for a while, and then I was I need to listen to something that's good for me, and I always loved hip hop. Heavy on hip hop. So as a child.
Who's your favorite hip hop artist?
Currently, me.
As you should.
It's really hard to say. It depends on my mood. I would say, you know, growing up, like inspiring wise, Nas wrote like in eloquent way I could understand child. You know, it was like poetry. Because I got into Jay-Z's and Wu all at the same time. Nas, I was 10 or 11. I could hear it. I could, I knew all the lyrics, rap with it. I could get, you know, and then like, you know, it hit me. So I fell in love with him, and then, but I was on my zone. Like I loved like DOS Effects and like De La Soul. I like cool like funk. Sticky bump, like like you like move your shoulders and stuff. Like it's not me. I swear, I say it's not me inside of me. Like people are like, where'd you get this from? Yo, it's something else.
Make me a whole bunch of tapes, which was really when you see. Well, this is before the CDs really came out. CDs was there, but it wasn't really out. So I used to have me, but this make me a whole bunch of set people, the old school rap and everything. Jamming, they rapping shit, though. That's
yeah.
Don't mean I can't though. You know who knows? No, I'm old all day, every day. And I'll rock with it. I'm here. I order on my phone, everything. So I totally understand where you're coming from with that. Because I feel like a lot of people in this generation don't realize the music today came from the music of then. And you gotta support it. Like people may support the old school heads that are Biggie, all of them like that. Even Slick Rick, you know what I'm saying?
Art Storytelling was one of my favorite
albums.
Right.
Even, but people don't know about the other people that was before them, and they were doing all that. You know, he showed the music.
Course these from here.
Right. They are there.
I mean, I can't name a song. I do know that because you know I studied music.
Right. So.
I'm sure there was somebody before them. I'm sure there was.
I got it from them. You understand what I'm saying?
I know Statin's heavy on the responsibility for you know from these and then Woo, you know. So that was a big turning point.
But shout out to the music. Y'all started this down off quite well. But and then there you picking up. So you probably realize like that it's hard for about to, you know, be sick and everything, and then you decided to just pick up the pen and you put your feelings on the pick up.
I was always do it. That's what I'm saying. Kind of trying to fast forward, but in a weird way. And I like to explain it because it's like 24 when I hit the studio. A lot of people are going. They realize they can handle school. You know, and I always knew that I was shy. Somebody do things in my bedroom or by myself or on my own. And then when he passed, I was trying to transition to different hobbies.
Right.
Instead of hanging out all the time. So I always had a job, you know, so I like engulfed myself in work. I was like, what else can I do besides work? I'm not dancing anymore. You know, I don't want, it's not that I didn't want to be around my, I wanted to try to surround myself around different crowds and learn new things. And, you know, music was always something for me. So, you know, hip hop was heavy, so I would listen to it, and then write. And then I just, I don't know, I think I wrote like an R.A. the Rugged Man. I just specifically copied his verse. Because I was bored with it, like I'm a good diver, social or some shit, whatever. And I like wrote it down, and I impressed myself one day. I was like, no, like you can do this, like I knew that at the line, but you know, just his cadence, so he beast, and I had it. At the time, and then that just, and I was doing so much of time that it was just my way of releasing. Then I started releasing, and I started listening. And Nikki had just came out. She had that little dainty voice,
Right.
and I was like, oh shit, ooh, this girl, like, you know, her little squeaky voice and stuff, like, so, and then, you know, by way of whatever, sure, like the studio found me. I was friends with graffitis and stuff, so they were always going. And I'd been in that studio before. My boys were like, oh, do you want to, not to be that, but, you know, in the Tom way. And they were like, do you want to go to the studio, whatever. Started going to the studio, you know, started laying shit down here and there. It was whack. It was alright, but like, you know, when I was feeling myself, feeling my groove, and then little by little, I started learning how to really write. Like, really write. You know, where like, I'm like, work and then go home and write. You know, for like a good, like, almost 10 years, you know, 24 to 34, that's it. I mean, don't get me wrong, on the weekends, I'll be out.
As you should. I might go out after this. Who knows?
Monday through Friday was, you know, I work long hours, 12 to 12. Come home midnight, and I was working in the city. Come midnight, be home by midnight, 12 to like 8 a.m., right? Listen to beat, right. And that was just it, you know, it was my thing. And then I was going to a studio at the time that was fairly professional, and I didn't realize of comrade out there. I just got, you know, somebody recommended it and referred me, and after being there for time, they started coaching me. They're like, oh, you're dedicated, like you're, you know,
and
you know,
they love,
music,
people
like,
love good dedication.
Yeah.
And you are like the definition of dedication. Like, you are dedicated to your music, and when we talk, you're inspired. You made me want to continue to do this right in this podcast.
Don't stop, can't stop.
Stop until get it down. Pick it down, baby. Pick it down. Hey, you already know.
Yes, girl. Don't ever.
And I'm saying the same thing to you. Please don't ever.
Thank you.
First of all, I have not had not pouring for nothing. We don't got brunch and buns for nothing. So, real quick, sidebar. Banner still hasn't come in. It's supposed to be from today until like March the 12th or something. So, cause it's custom, it takes so long.
Where'd you order it from?
I'm gone.
Okay. Yeah, I know sometimes they're like weird with their stuff.
Yeah, it takes forever.
Especially during COVID too, because they be lying. They'll be like, oh yeah, this date, and then all of a sudden they'll be like, sorry.
I had ordered a pair of shoes that took 4 months to get to me.
Ugh.
So bad, but it was right on time for summer. It was for summer shoes. So I was okay. I was bad.
I never got them. I'm sorry. I remember red shoes.
So right now, I had to put up a bitch one day. I had like a little ladies. I had bought the background, take pictures and everything. So I'm like, put this up for right now because this is exactly what we do. Bubbly, drinking, is close.
Yeah. And that's what it is.
So don't mind the background. My logo and the backdrop is coming soon.
It's cute. I love your logo. Who did it?
Actually, the DJ did it. DJ I did it before. We had a research show, and I wanted to take, because you know my logo was me as an emoji, holding the was wearing my sweatshirt today, actually. And I'm like, I want to evolve, you know, because I have teams, I have co-hosts, and DJ. And I said to him at that time, throw something together and see what you got. Because I already had made another logo for it, but I don't really care for it because it still had that emoji in it. And then Farrah threw something to me. She was making me flyers for a while. She actually had my own face on there. I thought that was nice. It's like I felt selfish. Like I didn't have the whole team with me. Well, my co-host Asha, you know, she came with me at the beginning. So I said, take my face out and throw something together where it's just for me to drink. Okay, so when I did the business cards, which I actually have one here.
Oh, damn it. Card. I meant to community cards. I'll get
Oh, yeah.
I'll get an answer.
I want to hear about that too. I actually want to talk to you about that.
I actually got you a little gift. Or something. Prevent a little immunity.
Stuff. Oh, there we go. So I had made, so this is Farrah, actually. So Farrah basically made my business card.
I like this. Look at this. I mean, it's here for the life. There's no one here right now, but it's all good because I'm going to post it. This is very cute. So personalized, fun.
Right. So that's basically Farrah's whole idea. So when she was making, when I had guests and she was making flyers and guests and everything, putting music on the background and everything, she is so dope for that. I said, you know what, Farrah, let's take your idea, put it on there, see, let's put my face on. And I had the pour me a drink thing, MINA DAN. On the back of the card, I put MINA DAN, Usher, and sounds by DJ Fly Hype. Everything but you know, Reflex Radio, not in the cards.
It's okay. Listen.
It's I'm still handing out those cards because you know I still tell people like Reflex Radio, they're so dope. They got good, you know, they work through everything. They're so dope.
Yeah, it's always the same. We all start. I was today. Okay, I would say this. On air, I was trying to do personal merch. So I have like I don't press. I have transfers. So I make my own shirts with transfers, which is like the he press. But I was doing it for a while, and yeah, you can. But however, I haven't done it in a long time. I mean, I used to just do it, just have something because I never. Not that I didn't have the funds, but I invest a lot into my music and the studio and my marketing and stuff. Merch, I'm learning, you know, now to this point. Now I'm ready for like merch and all of that, but now it's a different point. But so I would make on, you know, and I wrote graphs and stuff, so like I would use paint markers and like put all shirts and just bring like a to a show, right? You know, like one or two, you know, and I had my logo and I had my primo logo, and I was late because I had a job interview today.
Right.
So I had, not last minute. They called me yesterday. I didn't want to turn that down because, you know, gotta have a your hustle.
Yeah, you ain't never lied.
And I was like, I gotta make the merch, you know. And I went home and I'm like rushing, trying to do it, and the transfers didn't come up. So I was like, oh, but I had actually, you know, I had other stuff, but I wanted to do, I have a personal little situation that I was doing for you and stuff. I was going to do it. As I said, I got the bag. I'm going to personalize the bag for you.
Yes, I want to start getting some merch out of there too. Make sure you put a beauty on and corners. You got to put that on there too. You got to put all logos on there.
So I got your little T Flight shirt.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, this is the album. This is the album that my freshman album. I put this album out. Some have heard it, some have not, but definitely people who listen to my music have heard bits and pieces. It's extremely special to me, because it was the meat, the mom and prima. You know, it was, I was doing a lot of, that was like my transition. I was writing, I was going to the studio, I was rapping, I was picking stuff off YouTube, and finally, I was working with immensely talented producers, and they're like, what are you doing, bro? What do you want to do? And then they were like, let's create, and you know, I made albums before projects. They were like, let's do something authentic, let's stick with the theme, let's stick with your vibe. And I was like, boom, that 90s poetry. And they're like, no. Like,
like, right.
Because I guess a producer usually, or sometimes, a producer's job is to bring something else out of it. It's not necessarily their job, but if they're a good producer, they want to see more from you. So we started exploring using playing instruments and building beats authentically. It was much more costly for me.
Who are your main producers you work with now on Staten Island?
Well, currently, right now, I'm my own producer.
As you should.
So learning. So I'm in the process. I mean, I've been for a long time. I prefer to go to somebody else because that's how my brain works. I don't have time now.
No.
I want to go and lay my shit down. I want to sit, lay it down, and think like, oh wait, okay, where's the buffer? And I could do it all, but I got the kids in the background. And I got Lauren, my 3-year-old wants that. So then he's like, let me get on the mic, and I forget I bar, and I'm like, okay, got me money. And then the project's over. It's over. It's dead. But it was House Dreams. They're retired. They were people here on Staten Island, and it was tech for productivity. A lot of really amazing, talented people. Jay's, Scott from Trace. I don't know if you ever seen the jump with the white truck that drives with like a weird, it almost looks like a transformer face on it.
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Maybe, but
and then a lot of cats in and out, and then artists are like Ealing Bristol, Tom Briggs, yeah.
Yeah, I heard Tyrone Briggs is really big out here, man. I need him on the show.
He's talented, I'll tell you that much. I mean, I'm off the beaten path, you know, like I don't really pay attention. Like I know from interacting, but like just so everything's just been so invested, and then it went music and the kids, and then me craziness for a while, and you know, now getting back into it. So I don't know if I care. No offense to Tyrese, he's talented, but you know what I'm saying. No, he is. And pointing how to it's just a great place. It was just a great environment. It was a whole house. They had video in the basement. Like it was a bunch of artists up there, like a 4th-level house or whatever. There was always some type of artist in there. Like there was always a photo shoot going on there, and then someone bringing a girl home from the barn, blah blah blah, and, like some graffiti writer painting on the wall there.
Right.
You know, like it was always they had it. Like it was the art. You know what I'm saying? You walked in there and they lived there. It was so you know, it was sick. So it was a nice, you know, it was just a good, it just made me feel, you know, for me. Like that girl who was just like, oh, I'm just coming into hip-hop because I'm not coming into it, but I'm doing it because I love it, you know. And then it was like, what's your angle? Where are you? You're in this practice, blah blah blah. Like, what are you trying to do? You get rap? You want to be a pop star? I fucking just want to do this. Like, shut up. Money's green, and I want to just use it. I don't have a plan.
Do you sing?
La la la.
Oh, okay.
La la. I actually have polyps in my throat, so I could sing. I speak from the wrong way. Like it's weird. My whole life, I always had issues with the throat. I get sore throat. My body shuts down on me like here, and it'll get really swollen. And I had surgery a few years back. They get lumps. They get really big because you're supposed to talk like this. Like your voice is coming out of your head.
Right.
But my like deep throat, like deep like fucking voice is like always been like, Mom, jump, what? You know, so I learned to talk like this all the time. I'm here, and that hurts your voice. It strains you a lot.
Yeah.
So I put a lot of on my voice, and it's like retraining your body. It's like when you use your muscle. Like say only have like your like you keep right arm longer than your left arm. Sometimes so you're always used to using right, and all of a sudden you got your left.
Right.
So that's what they're trying to retrain me to do. No, you're doing it over. You're breathing wrong. You're talking wrong. You're everything. And it's like, what do you talk about? I rap, I make music, I do this, you do it all wrong. So,
to hear that, it's probably like, damn, I've been doing this forever.
Yeah.
Doing it all wrong?
Yeah, so it's retraining or some shit. So it's hard. But yeah, I'm a little bit, definitely more into singing these days.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 50-50. I'll always rap, you know, it's like to like let it out, and that's what I am. I'm like, I get hard, I guess. Like I just go, I won't do that in front of you. I try to be like Ladybug Mecca and act like I'm so early. But really, when I'm in the fucking mirror by myself, I'm like, yeah, bitch.
That's how it be.
That's the truth.
That's how it be. So, a couple of questions. Pertaining to you as life woman, provider, everything. If you could insinuate music with it, that'd be amazing too. So, first question: if I all my goals, how would I feel?
Ooh. The company right now where I'm at, unsatisfied.
You would feel unsatisfied?
Yeah, but be like I did it. But now what?
That's what a lot of people
I'm really
say.
trying to get to a place where I'm like.
So, but that means that you don't stop there. You just keep. You don't stop. You get all your goals. Your goals.
That's just the ego. That's like the right away that came to me. So now, like the processing, logical thing is like, if I achieved all my goals, how would I feel? I don't know. I would have to achieve all my goals to that.
Damn right. I like that answer too. That's more honest answer. For me, if I was to achieve all my goals, today to tomorrow, next week, I will feel satisfied actually. I will feel motivated. And me, the type of person I am, can't stop there. I gotta make new goals. I gotta keep going.
Yeah.
New goals for whatever. Alright, well I did that, I've done that, did that, complete that. Let's try something and start a goal on that.
Yeah.
That's me, that's my energy. You know?
I like the way you put that.
So I'll be satisfied. I'll be most content, most happy.
Yeah.
I have completed my goals. And know that I went through trials and tribulations to get to those goals. So I definitely be satisfied. But at the same time, me personally, I feel like I keep going.
Yeah. See, that's what I really want to say, but I just want to be honest. You know, if I don't let this shit out, I can't get to that. Because I could say that. Just said it. And I've done interviews and done that.
Right.
But I'm in that, you know what I mean? I'm like, I'm here, but I want to let this.
No, I love the honesty.
You know, and then it's like,
I love the honesty.
I understand what you're saying. And really, in actuality, I do feel like I resonate with that. I don't want people to feel a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I'm like, I don't know, a terrible realist, they call it.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's just like you just say, yeah, you just
not reality.
you just say it, and then but now it's like, if I don't say it loud, I'm not gonna let go. I'm not gonna let go anymore. I could sit here and just play the role and be good at it. But inside, chest is beating. I'm sweating. You know. And I'm great most days, but then when the break happens, like I'm so I don't want to be again.
Right.
You know, I want to be like, all right, I lost a little bit. Good, you ditch that shit. Move on now. My arm. I got this with my right hand, and that's where I want to be. No, that's what I'm saying. It's a terrible realist. You know, the way I explain myself, like. But no, I commend you, and I'm there most of the time. But it's hard, you know. I feel like behind on a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Life. I'm very good at being present.
A lot of people. I don't know if it's for me to be there. I'm always
You're time.
I'm affectionately,
Late on
and I'm
time.
more time for me. Okay, so question number 2. Are you being true to your values? As a mother, as an artist, as a provider, do you feel like you're being true to your values?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
So what are your main values?
Well, my main values is allowing people freedom to be themselves, even if it's the wrong way. And my children particularly, like I'm responsible for how I impact them. However, to like we come in this world told like what are your colors? Like mommy's color is blue. What's your favorite color? Well, my favorite color is blue. We're not like why is your favorite color blue?
Right.
You know, and it's because it's mommy's favorite color is blue.
Right.
You know, so the thing is, and not just with my kids, but I'm learning, with my children, and it's almost like a slippery slope because you don't want to let them be them too much.
Can't with these kids. They
But
never run amok.
but I also like want them to understand, they're like just they're their own person. You know what I mean? You pick your sport. I always tell them like, listen to me. You listen to me, but you make your own decision.
Right.
Doesn't mean that decision doesn't have repercussions. But you always listen to mommy and to daddy, and then you decide. I don't care who's telling that. You hear what everyone has to say, and you make up your own.
Right.
Whether it's good or it's bad. Always like, oh, go with the good decision. You know what I mean? But like sometimes for us to learn, we have to make mistakes.
Right.
So I don't enforce the bad, but I just allow, like, it's like a relationship. I feel like relationships, like intimacy doesn't work because we don't allow each other to have an expectation. We need somebody, and he's the best. He held the fucking door for me, girl.
Oh wow! He gonna pick me up, drop me off, door to door, pay for this, pay that.
And right. All of a sudden the day comes where he's in bed when he ain't door, and you're like, I didn't know he was like that. Like, what? Ew.
They gonna clear me like this nigga. You got the audacity to not hold on.
Who are you? I thought I knew. What the fuck? No. So, and they say that to say, like, we're people. We're people. Like, we have bad days.
Right.
Ourselves are whatever we are at that moment. Like, somebody's like, oh, you're not yourself today. I fucking hate when people say that. Shut the fuck up. I am 5,000 different people. You don't even know how many people are in me. And you are too.
Right.
You just want to stick to this job, this routine, and your demeanor is what it is, and that's what you are, that's what you, because that's what you're supposed to.
Right.
And I'm not a program, and sometimes I was on the motherfucking programs, it would be easier.
Right.
Oh, man, am I doing it here? I don't think so. So I think just it's important to tell people, and not to the point where I'm saying like, well, let somebody just out and like be, but like manic and like hurt themselves or hurt somebody. But a sense of like being people living is hard. We gotta respect each other for the pain first, for the trials and tribulations first, and then the love comes.
Understanding is a big major part. So if you don't have understanding of what people go through and how they need to go through life, then you can't continue to do anything else. But you have to have an open mind. Point blank. If you don't have an open mind, how can you give the love? That's how I feel. And a lot of people don't have open minds. They judge you right off the bat. And only God can judge me. I'm sorry, that's that. Who you are.
I feel you. I will judge no matter what. I think it's in our nature. If I
judge nobody.
I judge myself all day. So I'm like, and that's the hardest part.
That's
I'm
the
my own,
different part.
my
You
own.
can judge yourself, but nobody else has the right to judge you.
You're right, but you know what? I hold myself to a standard, so I do find myself sometimes, not necessarily, I wouldn't say judgment, but in a place of sometimes I need more, Like, I see more in you. Why? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, like, I don't have, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's not like judgment. I guess it's like the competition, sort of. Like, life is the Olympics for me. Whether I'm sleeping, eating, lazy, rapping, soccer,
Don't make it to the
track.
finish line.
I'm doing Olympics, yo. This is first, second, third
You
place.
go make it to the finish line. We all gonna make it to the finish line.
So
Yeah.
I don't like to judge, but I do find myself programmed sometimes when I walk into a store, you know. Somebody I'm like, they look in my head, hey, look at me, and then they'll be like, oh, excuse me, and then I'll be like in my head, there you go, shut up, like,
Right.
For a reason. I'm not a judgy person, but I'm just being honest about how much goes on up here that we don't listen to at the end of the day.
Do you feel like you should listen to your head more or your gut?
My gut, for sure.
But you go with your gut feelings automatically.
These days I'm working on it. It's really like decipher, you know the difference. My tuition is definitely stronger than here, but I'm like very heavy-headed. So I literally like probably got through like 20 people at some point. Like I can't get.
I think we go there with that.
You know, it's tricky. It's tricky to like figure yourself out.
But speaking of people you thinking about, what people think about you, it's the third question is, do you worry about what others think and feel? And how much do you worry?
I have a lot of anxiety. I have a lot of anxiety, so I don't think it's necessarily what people like and feel. I hate to sound like spiritual and stuff, because to go back to like the woke thing, you're like, oh, I'm so woke. No, I was there at one point, thought it was, and wasn't. But I'm an empath. Use people colors.
Yeah.
I could see fear and feelings.
Right.
So immediately, like, I feel like when I walk into a room, I feel like a pain. I feel something. Some of it may be in my head attached to what I'm used to, because I'm used to dealing with a lot of emotion. But a lot of it is like I have the energy in the room, and I'm just trying to learn how to not like absorb it. I have to take it on. So the energy, like I'll be in a good, like I'll be resonating high, and then all of a sudden go somewhere, and then that'll just throw me off. So then anxiety will hit me, and then that's when whatever excuse my mind has to tell me is like, oh, you have to go fix your hair, or oh my God, how does it look at you, or whatever. So at the end of the day, it's me. You know, I don't think it's I'm not worried about anybody else.
So you're not worried about anybody else. You worry a lot about your own doubt.
I want to get out of my head. Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a part of mental health?
Yeah, I turned survival mode on when I was like, 15, 16 years old. I mean, even as a child, my mother would work late nights, so I had to know how to cook and clean and every first, second grade. And you're like, I'm hungry. What do? How do I make this?
Right.
And then it turned to like, where am I gonna live? Oh shit, I have to sleep at night. How am I gonna get a, oh my God, what just happened? Like, or like your friend is, and then all of a sudden like you don't know that person, because you're young, and you think you trust people and you know them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then all those things added up, put me in this mode of like just living. So it's like my mind is like love and fear, love and fear, and everything in between is just like kind of fast. Like now it's here, now that I have kids and stuff, and I've gone through phases in my life where I've worked really hard to like recalibrate and see myself. But I can respectfully say to myself and my self-worth that it's really hard to deprogram yourself.
Right.
It's very difficult. And you think that you're like, oh, I'm in a place and I'm here, I'm there. But the thing is, like, fear is a motherfucker, and we're primal. So whatever mental situation or childhood trauma that we have, as soon as that fear and that impact hit again, that's when you know if you're healed or not. Because it could go like 5, 10 years, and you're good, but feel that.
Right, yeah.
And then all of a sudden, you just digress, and you feel that same shit that you going through 10 years ago, and it's like,
and they're gonna go.
yeah, you're like yo,
so like even worse.
I beat this.
Why am I not in the same place? I don't know.
So it's cheeky, but yeah. It's no, I embrace it. Like that's why I feel music is important. Because a lot of people don't talk like me.
No,
you know what I mean. A lot don't say I'm anxious and insecure and stuff. And they say like, oh, okay, girl, I'm ready. Like I could. Okay, I'm ready. She's ready. You know, and like when I go on stage, I'm ready. But I just be whatever it is because I show people like. We're all enlightened and we all have power, we all have capability to feel what we feel. We are entitled to feel just as sad as we are happy. Not that I condone it. Right. I don't want to entertain it, but that is a part. Without the darkness, there is no light. So you need to be okay with not being okay. Right. And I'm in this place right now, so it's weird. I say it out loud. People look at me like, oh, sorry, depressed like this. Like, that's nothing. I dealt with that shit my whole life. No, I'm not actually in a place where I'm like, yeah, it's okay with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I'm here. I'm breathing to kids who are beautiful. I think I could have kids at one point. You know?
It's always sad. Yeah. As women, that's always sad. Because no women tell you they want a child of their own. They want to give birth to a child of their own. No matter what they tell you, they're lying to you. If they say them, they're lying. They're lying. And that's the sad part about it. Women will hide their feelings to please people. And that's not right. I don't think that's right at all. I'm not hiding none of my feelings to please nobody. F y'all.
It's better that way.
No, it is. It is. And as a person, I worry a lot about what people think. This is why I didn't want to tell you if that happened to me or anything like that. I worry about what people think. And I feel like later on, that's going to be my downfall. They don't want to feel my downfall, because it is. And I shouldn't worry about it. And you wouldn't even think, like, me, knowing me and my personality, that I would even care about people, because I don't care about nobody.
I don't see that, yeah.
Right, but I do. I do, kind of do. I kind of do care about what people think and say about me. I want to hold up a certain image, and I want to keep that image. So for me to keep that image of what people see me as now, I'm worried about what people think.
And it's stressful as fuck.
It's like a neck. I'm thinking. To keep up a certain image, so I gotta think about what people think.
What is the image that you want to keep up?
So the image I would like to keep up is me, myself, how I am, naturally.
Okay.
Happy, mad, sad, funny, outgoing, me, perfect me. So if I, and then people know I'm bougie, you know I'm gonna be a little bougie, right? People know I'm gonna be a little bougie, not crazy.
It's like you want a straw, my girl.
Right. You got lipstick back to the side of your lip. I want to smell lip gloss up. Like at the bar. Can I get a straw? Like we ladies.
I feel you.
We're not bad. You know what I'm saying? We're not guzzling. And meanwhile, I'm single right at the bottom.
I remind myself because I have a door now. I'm like,
right.
I want her to be tough. Too tough. I mean, I want her to be, tough. I don't want to have to feel like she needs to, or just not because not to throw you off, just be. It's a good thing. Like being a tough girl and being a tough boy and like predominantly close to my male side family, I developed a toughness, which is not saying I'm not soft, I'm not emotional, I'm not sexy, I'm not sensual, but I developed a certain, yes please, I developed a certain demeanor that kind of stuck to me, and that was my image. People loved me for it, and I rolled with it. And I felt sexy and I felt confident.
Right.
However, there was quite a few times in my life when I was a little bit softer because I felt like what, not being soft.
No.
I was joking, yeah.
That's dope. I like
that because people look at you a certain way, expect something from you. So sometimes it's like I want to hug.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, and it's like, Okay, girl, you're good. You're
With
good.
the one
You're
on.
good. You're
You
good.
want the real
Nah,
one?
I'm not taking that shit from you. No, no, I'm not. No, not you. I don't think so. Like, what do you mean? Like, I'm allowed to be me. Like,
Yeah.
stop. Girly too. At the end of the day, like, don't get twisted. You know.
I don't like to see this old side of me.
Girl, battle with both because it's like a
I
catch-22.
want side of me.
I'm like, I want it, and then I'm by myself. I'm like, why is there now? I don't fucking know. Nobody shows up big. Nobody. Meanwhile, like, like whoever is like, I was banging on your door. Get the fuck out of here. Why'd you come here?
People crazy. People is naturally crazy. You either tell me are or take us at all.
That's it.
Period. I don't think people should worry about people together. I don't think.
Do you feel like there's people in this world who don't ever?
Yeah, I know people who don't worry. My grandmother is one of them. She doesn't care. Not she doesn't care about people, but she doesn't care about how they feel towards her. She's not worried about what nobody's saying. Like she inspires me, honestly. But then, as a person, she's still, she's self-conscious about it. And then that's where she starts to work with it. So everybody's, even though they don't worry about how they feel, but when it comes down to this, then she'll change her mind on things. So I feel like people start to worry about other people think because of a self-esteem thing. After a while, people could not, they don't care or don't worry. Like me, I care. This gap in my mouth, I was born. And it's still here. 31 years, it's still here. So at this time, why even think about what people say?
Right.
I just recently started smiling in pictures with my teeth on.
You're a big smile. I don't know. I like
You
stuff
would
that
never
is
catch
on
me
people.
smiling, teeth showing in pictures at all. Never.
I had good teeth my whole life, and then I got in an accident. I went away, and then I was on vacation, and I got in an accident, a motorbike, and fell. And my front teeth, all of them, got chipped. So they bonded them. I still have to get work on, but chipped, you see. I cook it. So forever, I find myself, I don't even realize when I'm always trying to cover it. Constantly.
A lot of people's teeth.
But it's mine is like easy because they're like, yo, like everyone will like see it first. Something
They know.
They
So I
say
try to just keep them as tight as I can because I want to look as well.
beautiful smile.
So I try to just keep them white because the gap is just there.
Yeah, but the gap, I like the gap. Like I could say that because I don't have a gap. Oh, because people are like, yeah, that's because you don't whatever. But I have shit about that. Like I learned to. I didn't like hips and stuff, and no disrespect to anybody, but no, listen, as a female, like as a like my family's and Polish, sure, I'm white. White guys don't like thick girls as much. I mean now I guess it's the same thing, but like growing up it was like, oh you're bow-legged and like and so I was just always like, there's just some things about me I didn't, I was, whatever. Like everybody had, with teeth or whether it's your ass teeth, your arm, your little jiggle here or whatever it is. You learn as you get older, you're like, yo, this is what makes me me.
As far as like weighting, I'm actually like super good with weighting because there was a point where I was 240 pounds.
Really?
You wouldn't even think
no way.
I was 240 pounds just like what, 2 years or 3 years ago. Like just like 2 years ago, I was 240 pounds. And then I lost weight. Now I'm at what, 170, 174.
How'd you lose weight?
First I was on birth control. Birth control, the side effects blew me up like a house. I still have pictures and everything. It was horrible. I was so fat. And so my arms were so big. My face was so fat. Everything was just so fat. And thank you. And I took it out. I took the roll out. It was an Nexaplanin went in my arm. Once I took it out, it started rolling off from me.
Oh wow.
Plus I was working out.
Okay.
Plus I got a whole gym right in my house. So separate weights, everything.
Yes.
I got it all in my house.
But let's do Zoom workouts.
No, let's do it. I set up right here. I got my mat, everything, whole mat, everything. Big, huge mat. Lay down and work out too. I got all of that stuff. And I was working out, and I was working out here, man. I wasn't consistent with it. It was working. But also work a lot. I'm on my feet all the time. Moving all the time. It's not like I'm not constantly moving. I'm constantly moving. Weight is falling off. But it made me feel more comfortable body. Before, I was like, I'm too fat. And I was on big clothes. I still wear kind of big clothes because I love that. But now I'm in belly shirts, girl. I'm over here with belly out, like I don't care. It's levels of confidence of people that if their confidence is low, they will murder you. But even if their confidence is high, they're gonna work because they want to maintain that confidence.
True, but it's a different kind of worry. You know what I'm saying? You're not holding yourself back.
Right.
Because stress is
right.
Stress killer. You stop, like work out, everything in your life, and you're not getting there because you're just psyching yourself. You click and you said the key confidence. When you wake up, it's like, all right, I got a little wiggle, but I feel good. I feel better.
Right.
If your body's just like, do it.
I said, right. But I'm right though. I'm at a stage where I'm okay with the size. Because I've seen straight game before. The side was ridiculous. It was ridiculous. The food go out like, oh no, I'm gonna go take that damn birth control route.
How amazing do you feel like know that you accomplished that?
I didn't get my goals where how I want to look. Like, I feel good. I feel good, a little healthier. You know that? I feel like that ain't weight on me. You understand what I'm saying? I didn't feel pretty. So, only thing people really like was had a big old butt.
No, I'm sure. Listen, I know you then. I'm sure you're beautiful.
That was the only way that people like this. My boy, they call me Big Bougie. I got so big. Big Bougie, it's so big. I lost all my butt. I mean, I got like a little something, but it was big.
Girl.
You would have thought I would have had surgery. That's how big it was. And that was all going. I lost all weight.
Isn't it crazy what we put ourselves through?
I don't know. Sometimes I want to put it back in because I love that.
Just a little squat.
Right, and I've been doing it, and it helped lose weight. I still got the fupa, but it's a small cute fupa now. It's a hold on to.
Very much push the fupa. It's a booty. When you do the right thing.
You were the right thing. I most of the time I be wearing my faja and lift my butt away. Supposed to be and control fupa, and I love that.
Yeah,
I love it. So
well, you look great. We gotta do some workouts.
No, we do. And it's intense.
I'm good. Yeah, we're
you gotta be ready for it. Don't drink the night before.
Show me. It is. I want to get my bot on.
Cheers, Germany. Hey, Germany. Wait, what was it?
Yes.
Tell it. Look, she's been to Germany.
Yeah, we went to Ansbach. And I forget where else. We started in Switzerland, and then we went to Ansbach in Germany, and one other spot, and then we went back to Swiss. But Germany was dope, you know. Switzerland, like that. I mean, I don't know all of you, but I know they just embrace like artistry different. It's a whole nother level. Like I'm talking like house parties are going to club. They got a stage. They'll pay for performers. Like that's dope. Like a someone's birthday party, and it was like going to a club, and just so they just really respect the fact like what you know like it's, they're like, oh my god, your lyrics, like they did, and they pay attention. And
is that way you might move rock too?
No, I'm thinking Central America. Yeah, Guatemala, Costa Rica. I would go to, I want to go to like people are like, oh, go to, I mentioned something girl, she is from out here and she moved to Belize for a while. And I was like, I kind of want to go back to Guatemala because I traveled for a while. She was like, I'm good on the third world country now for COVID. And I'm like, I'll go. Like,
I feel like COVID is the same everywhere.
Yeah, I don't know. I like nature and I like the beach.
Okay, because drunk tonight and you want to shave your head.
Shave it.
We're not going to do that live, but hey, thank you. Tracy, I'm going to catch up to you, but I'm not shaving my head either.
Shave yours.
Right.
Shave it all off, start new. do it all, man.
Right. Thank you for letting know. I love that the fact that you're tuning in all the way from Germany. Is it cold out there? Is it hot out there? What's going on? I mean, let us know. It's 8 o'clock already. Oh, time when you're having fun.
Oh my gosh, I feel like I just got here. For real, I feel like we're like, okay, you ready? And I was like, hold on, my casting on.
I think that another 10-15 minutes on the live stream will be alright with me. I feel like everybody else will be alright with y'all too as well. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. We got Prima here. Make sure y'all follow on Instagram, Prima777, right?
Yes.
And Facebook, Prima.
It's Prima. I'm also Prima on Facebook, PREA. And real quick, I just thought about my company. So we were talking about that wellness, and you were saying how you got into a good place, and you lost the weight. During COVID, I started a gym company. I was pregnant with my daughter. I just my son. I gained 100 pounds when I had son. Right before I had him, and remember, I told you I was an athlete my whole life. I kind of had a good idea of taking, I know shit, taking care of my body.
Right.
When I got to the place where everything was my father, and I really started getting into music, I got heavy into fitness, juicing, everything. I was studying training, juicing, food, health, nutrition. My body was pretty on point. I was doing 3-4 classes a day, like working, everything. It was a different place. I was not even talking about where my body was, my mind. Like I could sleep 8 hours and wake up 4 in the morning and take 2 classes before I worked a 12-hour shift. And then go to the gym after work. And still feel great. No, I'm crazy, you get obsessed with things, and I became obsessed. But anyways, I felt amazing. That was the place in my life where I was, holy shit, wow, this is what you're supposed to feel like. Because when you work out, you get endorphins and all stuff. You had manifestation, I was thinking things. I felt good. I had my off days up. I would feel good. Ooh, good shit. I was not worried about, what are they thinking? Oh, what is this in the store? No, I was yeah, doing it. I had Lauren. I gained 100 pounds, and I got really depressed. And I started eating, ever, momhood.
Meanwhile, I got to make this morning too.
Oh,
yeah, big that chicken ready to go.
Let me just finish this. I'm ready to go.
I stay with no plates.
All right. The kids, one loves mac and cheese. Ooh. Cute daddy. But so COVID happened, and now I'm pregnant with my daughter. Just I stopped a little bit of weight at keto. I lost nothing. After I had my son, after 6 months, I only lost 10 pounds. I went from 135 to 240 when I had Lauren. And then I was teetering 225. 2 after 6 months. I didn't know what mom was like. So then time passed. I was really trying to figure it out. Shit was harder than it was before. I started doing a little bit. Boom, I'm completely left. Now COVID hits. I'm not gonna do this again. So I started a juicing company during COVID, and I wanted
What's the name of the juicing company?
It's called Unity.
Okay.
For the purpose of what we were going through at the time, because we need to really keep our defense and our immune system up to par. And I was trying to think of something with my lifestyle, with my son. I was by myself with my son, and I'm pregnant. And I got here from delivering alcohol. Because my ex was like, oh, everybody's going to be drinking right now. I should make a drink. And then everybody's going to want to buy a drink. So I'll make a little firecracker or whatever.
Yeah.
And then I was like, hold on, and then that's where I quieted myself for a second. I'm like, you want to do good, son now. You want to be where you were before. I want people to do good. Why don't I offer the opposite? I had a juice, I know all this stuff, and I'm complaining I gained weight, so I got back to juicing.
Right.
Juice delivery service, locals. The motto is to live a healthy style, be able to share the knowledge, and have confidence to ask questions or to embrace yourself wherever you're at an affordable rate.
And that sounds good. That really sounds good. Now, some of the videos and collages that Farrah to support you in MUT, I seen even on some of them. You know how to bring that up. You smokers pay attention to that.
Yes. And this is crazy. This is where divine, this is why I really believe in divinity and everything, because I started the company before I met Farrah, and I was doing pretty well. Got pregnant, Layla took a little hiatus. The business plan started as a juice company, and then I wanted to implement a CBD line, and also we down it. Because that's a medicinal product. I go holistic. I did drugs in my life and things, you know, and everything, and like, let's say I've experimented and I'm experienced with all sorts of, you know, bad and good.
Right.
You know, try to better myself and not care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a firm believer in we have everything we need, and you know, I think THC and weed. I don't know personally. I'm not a smoker, but I do believe that you know that the product, if it works for somebody, that it's much more what's out there.
Right.
And you know, I believe in it. I believe, you know, what grows together blows together. I feel like it grows, you know, like we use in the wrong way, but you know, because society and shit. But as far as like fruits and vegetables, that's eat. But when it comes to like a lot of things, like a lot of and stuff, and they make it into other things, you know. It's supposed to be medicinal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And weed is medicinal, and I went to do a CBD line, so I met Farah, and we was talking business, we started talking artistry and creativity, and I learned about my juicing company and how I wanted to do juicing. She's like, that's what I do. I was like, oh shit, so.
She did, right?
Yeah, so, boom, I'm here. I took a little break after I had a year ago.
Was you on her last boxes?
No, I did do the show, performed at the
Yes, yes, yeah, you did a great performance.
Thank you.
That was really good, and you were the only female there. As far as
Jada was there too.
Yeah, but that was her whole initial. She started off with Blur. I mean, as far as female rapper, you was go there, and I thought it was so dope. I ran them like, and you on the show.
I felt like it was for you because when I looked,
I was
everything
in
right there,
jamming
I was
like
yes,
yes.
I love that. I love that.
I was jamming. I was like, oh, sis got it. Yes.
It was fun, a good time, and shout out to Farah, MJ
But
Noir.
that shit was lit. That shit was
great.
Lit.
It was great.
Met a lot of people.
Yeah.
Actually, met a lot of people that you made connection. And I'm like, if it wasn't forever doing that, where would we be?
Right? For real. And that's what I was talking about, the divine. I don't want to sound like that, but I don't know how else to explain it. It's like, that is just real. There is power that
they belong together. They got right. We here now, and we're together. And this, I see no greatness coming from here now.
For real. Even your energy, like, as soon as you approached me, like, just the way you said hello, everything, I was like, I got a podcast, yeah, 4 minutes, good girl. Like, I need one right now.
And I had with the other people drink. I was getting you lit, girl. So this, they put that bottle of wine. Like, with the drinks, which I said, I got like 2 cups of wine in the coffee. So about 4 minutes. I'm like, girl, that's what I want to go right now. I mean,
it's all good. Everybody has something, you know, and I go back to say, like, we're talking about, you know, what's my motto and like people and stuff. Just let people be people.
Right.
Whatever they are, you know, because everybody has to rely on coffee, you rely on cereal things, you rely on your job, some distract themselves with job. Don't realize and get put up in this cycle. We're doing good because we're a house. We have this, because we have that. You don't see how many hours are you in your house? You're so therefore to live.
Right. It's love when people only have that chance to sit down, relax, and homes.
For me,
right in my motherfucking house. That's a whole thing. Listen, I don't leave this show without giving shout-outs. I mean, everybody to and I need a little free ending show performance. Like,
got you.
I'll freestyle something. I'll throw a beat on something. Let me go get all that real quick.
Are you gonna five things a day right now? Well, you're doing that. I want to talk about, I definitely need to come back on the show and be more organized. Bear with guys because I have 2 children in a couple of years, still like I'm finding myself, I'm ever reinventing myself and everything, and I'm just in a place where I'm coming in somewhere where I've been so devoted towards my music for such a long time